I'm being blessed. I live in Florida. I came to visit Nancy, who is my sister for forever. And we work together at Brooklyn Tabernacle and Children's Ministry. And I'm involved in ministry in Florida. I go into the women's jails. I do the young adults, all that stuff there. I go to a nice church there, but my connection to this book, which I'm gonna get this morning, before we got here, I started reading chapter 11, which is about Willie. Because Willie was not a friend to me, was not just someone that Nancy fell in love with, but Willie was my brother. And he loved me. He loved me very, very much. And I went through some hard times when we left. We were living in Puerto Rico. I'm Italian, but I'm totally fluent in Spanish. Read, write, and speak Spanish. When we moved to Puerto Rico, my husband got an awful cancer. And the medical help at that time, which was the year 2000, wasn't the best. And we had a Christian doctor at the church where we went. He said, Annette, get him out of here. I don't believe that God brought you and Louis, because we were doing evangelistic work all over the island, preaching and everything. So me in English, my husband translating, and the Lord used us there. But this Christian doctor, we became friends like this. He was the drum player at the church and became our doctor. And he told me, he said, he has a bad cancer. We don't know exactly where in his body it is. He sent us to a specialist. He said, I don't want you to stay here because they're gonna kill him. Which I knew was true, because my mother-in-law got cancer and they were giving her the wrong chemo for the wrong kind of cancer. And then she had a different kind of cancer, a change of chemo, and oh my God, it was a mess, and my mother-in-law died. He said, I do not believe for 1 minute that God brought you to this island and used you like he did to drop you on your head now, and you gotta go and get help over there. So with all that, I went into, this is not even funny. My son was only 13. Here's his father croaking with cancer. We're thinking about, okay, how we're gonna get to Florida, because my sister-in-law is a nurse in the hospital there, and she's very connected, nurse for a year there, and also all kinds of people, and how we're gonna do that. I have my job here, I have my benefits are here. Oh my God, what's gonna happen to us? And then what happens to me, I go into a thyroid storm, which in Puerto Rico, they didn't know what it was and thought I was having a nervous breakdown. So that wasn't true. And so I'm sick as a dog, okay? And my husband, sick with cancer, goes to Brooklyn Tabernacle because he knows Nancy was my best girl, okay? We were like this, okay? We did everything together. Stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning making visual aids for the teacher training, the whole 9 yards. Then get up and get on a plane and go somewhere and do teacher training. So this Willie and Nancy, my husband got to the office and said, look, something's wrong with my wife. I don't even know what's wrong with her. She's shut down completely. She's a nervous wreck. This is not my Annette. My Annette is joyful, reaches out to me if she don't want to. And they said, okay, so Pastor Simple has sent Nancy and Willie to Florida. We already had gotten in Florida, living in my sister-in-law's house, which was a shock because I'd married 22 years. Then you're going to go live with your sister-in-law? Dear God, have mercy. So, yeah, not good. And who knew my sister-in-law had mental illness and her daughter was crazy as all get out. So, yeah. So, we're dealing with all this, and Nancy and Willie come. And Nancy was worried about me. The whole church was worried about me, praying for me. And Willie